Welcome back inside the studio. Maria Taylor alongside the Hall of Famers.
We here.
We here. The table so hard. Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and Carmelo Anthony here with you. And OKC most certainly rolling. We talk about them showing up and showing out in waves, and it seemed like they got it done a lot with their depth. Chet Holmgren, remember, he had 18 points at halftime, and he was leading all scorers and really didn't stop there. But he was kind of the tone setter a little bit offensively.
Yes, he was, rightfully so, because they had a game plan to slow down SGA, and I think he did a great job of just being active and being in position for SGA and finishing around the rim, clogging the gaps up, you know, altering shots. He was all over the place. He's had his imprint on this game, which I expected him to be because he's such a talented player and such a have versatility to do a lot of things on both ends of the basketball court.
And when you have a guy like that, and you have a point guard like Shea who his willingness to get off the ball, accepting the double team. It took him a while to figure it out, 7 turnovers, but second half, the ball was moving. They got every shot they want. Chet or the big understood, if I just slash in the middle at the free throw line or into the paint, I get every shot I want, and that's why he had such a good game.
Well, I'm glad we're talking about Chet because apparently he's ready to go. Big-time friend of the show. The first interview we ever did on NBC was in OKC. It was the post-game interview with Chet Holmgren. Thank you so much for joining us, buddy. It was a good one. We just caught you on the floor. We're like, come over here. Let's talk about you leading your team in scoring for the first time in your playoff career. Just walk me through what was working for you offensively.
Just keeping it simple, reading the game and what it was giving me. You know, they were showing a lot of aggressive coverages to Shea, and he did a great job of making the right play, getting off it early. So, you know, it was on us to be aggressive and make plays out of that.
Check this, T-Mac. This obviously a game where you guys didn't have your high-power offense where you're putting up a lot of points. Talk to us about if there was somebody watching you guys for the first time, what would you tell them about OKC basketball?
Where do I start? You know, we're a fun team. We love to play together, and you know, we try to have each other's back out there and trust each other to make the right play, and you know, trust what happens from there. And then you know, we kind of like to be physical on defense, climb up in you, make you uncomfortable, and we saw some of that tonight. You know, we'll see some more shots go down. You know, as we kind of get our legs back under us, but we got the job done.
Chet, VC here. For you individually, what did you want to accomplish tonight for your team?
Yeah, just be aggressive on both ends. You know, be aggressive on the glass, be aggressive with my touches. I feel like I did a good job of that. You know, I think I had 20-something on mostly bunnies, missed all my middies. But, you know, when those start going down, you know, it's going to be a good day. So just got to trust the work and, you know, keep being aggressive, keep taking them.
Chet, with J-Dub out, your role expands. That means more touches, more responsibility, more attention from defense. Like, how do you balance staying aggressive offensively while still anchoring the defense in the way that OKC won?
Yeah, I think same thing as what I said when I first got on the interview, just, you know, reading the game. You know, over the course of a game, if you work hard, be aggressive to get open and, you know, find opportunities, the game's going to give you opportunities. We saw that tonight, and you just got to be aggressive when it comes out to you. You know, I don't think too much has to change no matter who's in and out of the lineup. We saw it a lot this year. We just have to keep playing our brand of basketball.
Love it.
Chet, when you were growing up in Minnesota, did you ever imagine that you'd be in a playoff series against LeBron James and the Lakers at some point in your professional career?
Maybe with him coaching or something. I don't know. But, you know, that was a long time ago, and he's still at it. So it's fun. It's fun to go at it, you know, with great players, and he's one of them. So.
Yeah, well, you're a great player too, Chet. We appreciate you showing up, being a part of the show. Chet Holmgren led his team in scoring, rebounds, and blocks tonight.
Get some rest, youngin.
Friend of the show. Yeah,
yes,
go hop in an ice bath if you want to do it till you're 41 years old, because you're only 24. You got some time, buddy.
I don't know if my knees can last that long, but
it's possible, baby. It's possible. Anything is possible. It's funny, though. It's just fun to watch this young OKC team, always energetic, and even when, and you heard Shea kind of saying it a little bit earlier, like it doesn't have to be perfect from him. If he has to find a way to distribute because the double team is coming, he can do that. Remember when we talked about A sides and B sides?
Yeah.
It seems like they have several different sides and identities that they can turn to if need be.
They do. They have a Shea identity. They have a J-Dub identity, a Shea and J-Dub identity. They have a Chet identity. And then they have a defensive team out there that has an identity. That's too many identities. It's very hard. We watch this game. Very, very difficult to get a shot, to be efficient, to figure out how OKC scrambling, where they scrambling from. Offensively, if you double team, they wasn't double teaming Shea. I just want to clear that up. They was just shadowing him. They was shading him, sending two people, making him see two people. So it wasn't a real double team.
Right.
But
that's easy.
It wasn't an aggressive double team. So it's easy to a corral.
There you go.
It's easy to pass out of those corrals. And now you got guys who are willing to make plays, willing to be the quarterbacks out of that pick and roll. You got guys cutting who understand the offense, understand the system. This series right here, man, is wow. All you gotta say is wow.
It's following kind of what we saw during the regular season, VC. We talked about the margin of victory that OKC had. It just seems like they have the Lakers.
And that's it. But you know, we talked about the Lakers needed to play perfect basketball, and they cannot turn the ball over. They averaged 18 turnovers, and they had 18 turnovers tonight. And it's unfortunate because your defense forced 7 turnovers on Shea. So it gives you that opportunity that you want to kind of get extra possessions. That's what we talk about, turning OKC over, extra possessions on the offensive glass, which they won that as well. And you just don't have enough because they find, you don't have the scoring. But then OKC, like you said, they have multiple ways to score. And once their defense, well, their offense figured it out, they got all the shots they wanted. And then their defense stepped up, which now got them transition shots. So like OKC is you have to play perfect to beat this team.
It's just they're just such a superior team, and they could go deep in their roster. And I told you, like, guys coming off their bench and the starters get their rest, there's no drop-off.
So they played 10 people today.
They played 10 players scored in double figures.
There's no drop-off in energy, attention to detail, and how they want to play. Like, the bench, some of the bench guys can actually be their starter. That's how well they play. And when you talk about, multiple guys being able to get their own shot, OKC has that. The Lakers do not have that, right? And that is an advantage for OKC because you just keep coming with guys, that can get their own shot. Casey Wallace can get his own shot.
Isaiah Joe.
You see what Jared McCain did. He came and hit 2 threes. So, the Lakers, I thought, had a great game plan, obviously keeping it close throughout the game. But when the fourth quarter comes, that's when, you got to be perfect. You gassed.
They have one more gear. They have one more gear. And I meant 10 players actually scored, 4 in double figures. So some adjustments will have to be made. JJ Redick stepping up to the podium.
JJ,
Mitchell, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren half for us. Cade Cunningham had a team-high 23.
They struggled a little bit from the field, but he definitely got his guys involved. He set the tone, hit some tough shots in the second half that opened the game up.
The Pistons actually led majority of this game, led it by as many as 18. But Cleveland stormed back. You see that. They even tied this ball game up. But then the Pistons stormed back. Here we go. Jalen Duren woke up.
Well, that's a two-man game that we've been looking for. That two-man game was shut down in Orlando, but that two-man game definitely going to be open against Cleveland. So that's tonight.
Duren had dunks on 3 consecutive possessions. That gave Detroit a 6-point lead. Dennis Jenkins, I got 12 for you. Let's put those in the stat sheet.
Major off the bench.
100%.
Major.
They get the win 111 to 101. Very impressive in that one. And just so you know, the Cavs have lost every series since 2023 when they lose game 1 and have won every series that they win game 1. Now, Donovan Mitchell, he joined the team in 2022-23 season. James Harden, though, he's only been on the team for 34 games, and he now has 43 turnovers through 8 of them. Let's hear from him afterwards.
That's crazy.
Do you think these turnovers are something that are correctable?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
And what do you think?
Some of them are, like Don just said, you looked in first and you look at my turnovers, and a lot of them were just on me and nothing they did. So, and which led to I don't even know how many transition points they had, but it was way too many. And if I had to put my print on one thing on the game, that's the game right there. How many points they had in transition? Our turnovers?
20,
There you
31.
go. That's the game. Like, it's nothing else. Like we talked about last year, you get a shot on glass, even half of that, and it's a different ballgame. So, you know, for me, I got to be better, and I will be better. Turn the basketball over, turn the basketball over, getting shots up, and then it gives our defense a chance to get back and get set. You know, I think we did it. Other than that, we played a pretty solid game.
So basically, James Harden speaking to the strength of Detroit, and you guys talked about it before, the defense. They turned the ball over 19 times. They saw Detroit score 31 points, and they were able to build confidence. They were able to go on runs, and that was ultimately the difference in this game.
And here's another stat. Of the guard play, they had 14 turnovers.
Okay.
So Donovan had 3, Schroeder had 4 to go alongside. So you're not going to give yourself a chance. They can score. You know, we understand that. We know that Cleveland's very capable of scoring, and James Harden is the catalyst behind that. He's put their bigs in positions to score. He opens up threes for them. But if you're turning the ball over, you put yourself at a disadvantage. But it's a very good defensive team, which you don't want them to play in transition. And you're climbing uphill if you do so. And I love to hear the fact that James Harden understands that he needs to clean that up, or they won't win this series.
Yeah, he can't turn the ball over. It's as simple as that. I think at times he get too careless with basketball, and he make lazy passes at times. For me, James he has to stop playing with the ball and just go. Make 1-2 moves, get past the man, make a play, make them rotate. Every time you tween, the court is shrinking, shrinking.
All eyes on you.
All eyes. I would love to see him just make a move, get downhill. His floater start working in the second half. I think he had like 13 or 15 or something in the third or fourth. Like, that's the James Harden. Get downhill, make plays. Don't give Detroit the opportunity to sit in passing lanes and load up.
That's where I was going, Mel. With James, it's about just being intentional on what you want to do. I think, you know, being on perimeter against a great defensive team, and you're playing with the ball, trying to get your rhythm and ISO ball, they don't need that from you, right? Get downhill, put pressure on the defense like you did in the fourth quarter, use your runner, your floaters to draw defense in. Now you get down there and start making your plays, but we don't need you dancing out at the top of the key trying to get your game off.
Yeah, especially it's a very good defensive team.
Because Detroit is not a great offensive team. And when you turn it all over 19 times, you're giving them extra opportunity to be great.
31 points.
Right? And they're not that great. So take care of the ball, and y'all give yourself a chance to win game 2.
Yeah.
You played right into their hands. They were waiting for it. Like, that's what we needed from you. Donovan Mitchell, he ended up with 23 points in this one. It's like the first time that he's not had 30 points in game 1. Do you think that he was maybe deliberate enough or was attacking enough? Did you get what you need to see from him?
No, sometimes you just run into a team that just plays great defense on you. He's a great offensive player, obviously scoring 9 30-point games in game 1. Like, this dude can score the ball. You just run into a team that actually game plan for you and have personnel to slow you down.
And a coach who knows you.
And a coach that knows you,
very
right?
well.
But also, when you turn the ball over, that takes away the opportunity for him to score. You know, he had 3 turnovers, but James getting 7 turnovers. Donovan doesn't even get a look at a shot, you know. So a lot of things that I think played into, you know, him not being able to score 30.
You just can't give up. You can't give up 31 points off for a turnover.
Right.
But on the road.
What we talked about, who I said need to play well for them to win this game.
DJ.
Tobias?
No. For
Cleveland?
For Cleveland. Strus. Right?
Yeah.
Strus he came off the bench and gave you 19 points. When you get that type of activity off your bench, that production off your bench, man.
But Jared Allen gave you 2.
Yeah, because he was in foul.
He had 3 fouls in like the first quarter.
We talked about that. No pre-show.
Right.
We said Jalen Duren's coming to this game aggressive, and he put the pressure on
one of them guys.
He's in foul trouble.
Yep.
He's foul prone. So.
Yep, and he got him because remember, Jared Allen was coming off that 22-point, 19-rebound game that got them over the hump in Game 7 against the Magic. All right, tomorrow it's going to start a new set of Game 2s, and let's get to the 76ers and the Knicks. A huge dominating win. It kind of seemed like Philly was just tired. 48 hours removed, though, from that Game 7 win. But the Knicks did not take it easy on him. Jalen Brunson was like, I'm setting the tone, 27 points out the gate in that first half. Can they continue? Are we going to see more of the same? Carmelo Anthony.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
like when
we
you
are.
called on by the teacher and you were paying attention.
See how I jumped up? Yes. Sorry, but Mom.
I wasn't talking to you.
Present.
Listen, I think first game, Knicks, Sixers, game one, was a spectacular game from the Knicks. They came out from the beginning, took care of business. Game two will be different. I think Philly will make adjustments. I don't think Philly will miss a lot of those shots. I think they would get their leg back underneath of them. I thought they was a little bit tired from that game 7. But game 2 now, everybody's tired. Everything is tired. The Knicks hit first. Now you got to see what Philly's going to do. The Knicks just got to stand pat, continue working on building on what they was doing in game 1, pushing the pace, make Philly run. And that's what happens.
Meanwhile, the Timberwolves and Spurs, we got a chance to see Ant-Man return for the first time since Game 4. And he really wanted to set the tone, but he was disappointed in his performance, his turnovers, and getting a ball to the board.
I like that. I like that.
It's been 4 straight days with y'all. I love you.
Tell y'all, NBC America, she's the best. Ever.
I love y'all now. I really do. I really do.
But I'm looking forward to this game, too. Reason being is Wemby struggled mightily, and it's when you have guys that are defensive-minded, they have the length and understand, how to play defense and have the effort and being intentional about it and being physical with him, that's when he struggles, right? And in this game, he missed some wide-open shot. What, he was 0 for 8 at the three-point line? I don't think he's going to be that in game 2, but I would love to see him play around the elbow a little bit more, right? Because him playing around the elbow, you really can't put your hands on him and touch him. And he has the ability to just rise up and shoot, and it's much more of a high percentage shot for him. So I would like to see him get involved that way to get his rhythm, then extend out. But their defense, man, Minnesota, like long, lanky, they have 4 guys, 6'10", that they could just keep throwing bodies at him and giving him different looks. So I'm going to see what the adjustment's going to be for San Antonio in game 2.
I also think he was anxious, ready to get going, and he was rushing. He was rushing. I think a lot of those times when we see him driving and falling and not allowing himself to read the defense properly. And I think when he slows down, and when he slowed down more in the second half, not only did he hit a few shots, but he created shots for everybody else. So for both games, I am interested to see the adjustments by teams. That's what makes the playoffs so great. You see one stellar play, you see a big victory, a close game or whatever. What is the adjustment that is made for Philly? What is the adjustment now that is made for San Antonio as far as how do you get Wemby easy shots, but get him settled down and just say, hey, early, like it's all Shea. Make the easy play early, and then everything will take care of itself.
Yeah, Wemby 5 for 17, not really an efficient night, but still had a triple-double. Guys, listen, we got a few days off until we get back in the studio. This is what I don't want to see. Melo, I don't want to see you at the Garden. Take your
low management.
I'm going to sleep.
You would go to sleep. I don't want to see you golfing every day.
You probably won't.
No, I want you to sit down.
I will.
T-Mac, take a nap. You come back in here, you're tired before 7 p.m., we gonna fight. Okay, guys? Did everyone understand?
What about this?
This is the playoffs. I keep showing up and do what I'm doing because every time I show up with energy and excellence.
That's a mom right there.
Okay?
That's a mom right there.
And as the team mom,
right
this
there,
is the
man.
playoffs.
Love that.
We're gonna be back on Saturday.
What else?
Real.